In the Gospel of Luke, chapter 14, we read, "For which one of you, when he wants to build a tower, does not first sit down and calculate the cost, to see if he has enough to complete it? Otherwise, when he has laid a foundation and is not able to finish, all who observe it begin to ridicule him, saying, 'This man began to build and was not able to finish.' Or what king, when he sets out to meet another king in battle, will not first sit down and consider whether he is strong enough with 10,000 men to encounter the one coming against him with the 20,000? Or else, while the other is still far away, he sends a delegation and asks for terms of peace." Dear friends, this gospel passage puts before us the example of two prudent persons. The first one is a man who wants to build a tower. He first sits down and calculates the cost to make sure that he has enough to complete it. The second one is a king who sets out for a battle with another king. He first sits down and thinks whether he is strong enough to face 10,000 men, the one coming against him with every 20,000. Both of them had two choices or two paths in front of them. The man can construct the tower or not, and the king can go for the battle or withdraw from the battle. Even though the gospel does not mention it clearly, we can assume that they had made the right choices in their life, so that they might not regret later in their life. What helps us to make right choices in our life? It is nothing other than the qualities of caution, prudence, and discretion. Prudence means being careful about your choices, stopping and thinking before acting. It is a strength of restraint. A simple example of prudence is that it is checking your bank account before you spend money. Thus, one might define prudence as a combination of intelligence and common sense. The first step to be prudent is to develop your intelligence in its four spheres: educational, practical, social, and spiritual. Educational intelligence is the interest and mind to learn and apply it properly. Practical intelligence is the ability to think before and prepare accordingly. Social intelligence is the ability to build relationships through interaction. Spiritual intelligence is putting God first in our lives and being spiritual minded in all aspects of our life. Prudence is a virtue that takes time to occur because it governs all other virtues. It is one of the most important virtues we can possess. There are 4 steps to practice prudence in our life. The first step is to develop an internal deliberation, which means to question ourselves in what we do. The second step is to focus on what we know. The third step is to put awareness into action, because awareness is the key to everything. The fourth step is to decide and implement your decisions. Choose to learn from your mistakes, learn from others, and patiently consider your choices. And before you know it, you will be well on your way of a prudent and wise living. Thank you.